Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Come Game Movie Show.
Today we will be reviewing / spoilers discussion of
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Now let's get started with the story. The story is that this woman who actually in the beginning of the movie it's all quiet. You don't hear them talk. I mean, you can tell she's talking, but you can't hear anything of what she's saying. She's all frantically trying to leave, and she leaves behind an engagement ring.
Yeah, and obviously she's breaking up with her husband or whatnot. Fiance.
And then she leaves. It doesn't quite make it clear where she's going. I don't think so. Like, does it say where she's going?
No. Well,
anywhere but here.
I think she says something later about family, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't quite remember it either. That's a small thing though. We can't remember the tiny things. Anyway, Mark's in the room being a creeper right now.
I'm just letting my dog out the door.
Anyway, so she's driving, and then she gets a call from her fiance saying, "Don't leave. We had one fight. Couples do that," which made me think that it wasn't just one fight.
But later, there's something that hints that maybe it was because she's like always run away or whatnot when things get hard.
That's right.
So maybe it actually was one fight. You were just running away or something. It's hard to tell with that.
Yeah. So
wasn't there a couple like a engaged couple in the first one?
They broke up. Remember, he was trying to find her because he broke up with her, and he was all sad about it and all like that.
It's like the timing of the breakup. I like the first one.
That's such a bad time to break up.
I haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane. You guys have.
So while she's driving, she gets in an accident, and it just cuts that she rolls off the road, and then all of a sudden she wakes up in a bed hooked up to an IV, and
her legs busted.
Her legs busted up. She's pretty badly hurt. And all of a sudden, she's trying to break out. She's trying to see what's going on because she's scared. You know what? I probably try to do the same thing too. And then this guy, he comes in with a tray of food. I'm just like
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
John Goodman did so
well. He is so good. In this movie.
He's like, because you see John Goodman, you know John Goodman is the big guy.
I heard of him.
In most of the things he plays, he's this jolly guy. He's this jolly good guy. This is the first time I've seen him in a movie where I was scared of him.
Yeah.
Like, you never quite knew what the fuck would set this guy off, and it really was.
Yeah, some of the things were stupid. Why doesn't he just freaking realize that she's scared? She's never been in this situation before. Why does he come?
He's all, you need to forgive me. He's like, you need to thank me for saving you.
This is all during the Cloverfield monster attack.
Well, we'll get to that. So, anyway, so she tries to break out of there twice, and then she finally realizes, well, what really stopped her from breaking out was that when she finally it was at dinner, they're all quiet, it's like your heart's pounding. What's gonna happen? What's he gonna say? What are they gonna do? And all of a sudden he gets pissed at him.
Let me leave this with this caveat. Before that happened, you saw that he actually knocked her off the road. And I remember that? You were like, he's lying, he's bullshitting, his horse.
I thought it was.
Seth was so sure. He's like telling me this. I'm like, Seth, hold on.
I know, I kind of jumped to the conclusion.
He jumped so good.
I jumped the gun because all these theories are running in my head, and then one of the theories was that he ran her off the road to get her stuck there. And that's what when it happened, I was like, I was right. And then it turns out it was something else. So anyway, he finally gets pissed at Emmett. There's another person in there with him that that Howard let in, which I don't know why he even did.
Well, he let him in because he helped build it. Remember?
So he did feel some kind of
shelter kind of thing.
Yeah, at least
it's actually a nice shelter, by the way.
But Emmett had helped build the shelter because he was working for him a long time, helping him build this shelter over the years. So I guess that's why he let him in because you helped build the damn thing. I guess I can't just leave you out there. So he let him into the shelter.
So anyway, it turns out there was an apocalypse. That wasn't bull.
You thought he was lying, because the way you're going about it, you're just so convinced in your head he's lying. And then
when Emmett gives his story, this is before you even see what you eventually see. I mean, he was just like, well, maybe he is kind of the truth because he's telling the story, but I think he just saw something that he didn't know.
So you're not unsure if Emmett's just working with him or what, but Emmett's like, well, no, I was trying to. He's like, he broke your arm because Emmett's arm's messed up. His arm's messed up throughout the whole thing. His arm's broken, and he's like, he broke your arm. I'm like, no, I broke my arm trying to get into here. So then you're like, whoa, maybe there is something out there. I don't know. And this movie does a great job leaving you not knowing what the hell's right or wrong. You don't know.
You don't know.
There's really something
happening. That's the best part that made it a thriller because you have no idea.
But you don't know. Maybe you go out there and it turns out this guy's full of shit and he's been kidnapping you.
Or you go out there and Cthulhu comes out from beyond the. Anyway, so anyway, what really sets her off from not leaving, from not trying to escape, was the fact that when she finally got to the outer door, when she was right there and she could have easily walked out, she sees a car. And she's like, "Oh, we need help. We're in here. We need help." It turns out it's a woman that's like, oh, her skin's all fucked up, and she's trying to get in. It's like, "Listen, I'm fine. I'm okay." It turns out, like, it turns out I thought it was a virus.
And then we started going, maybe he's telling the truth because John Goodman's character always he's saying that there's something out there's a virus. He's like, it's killing people out there, but he thought he was full of shit, and it turns out, maybe
she wasn't, because here's the thing. What set it off for me was that, like, she's just trying to get in there, and then she started banging her head on the door as hard as she fucking could.
She killed herself.
Yeah, she killed herself trying to get in there.
It sounds like the thing where, like, the monster that came off Cloverfield monster, they bit someone.
I know. That's what I thought too. Like, I was waiting for her to blow up, but I was like, okay, it's not that because she didn't blow up. So I was like, okay,
she just died, and there's a little montage of them living in the shelter. They're all
actually things get a little chipper for a while. There's a chunk of time where things are okay because I guess she just accepted it. Like, all right, this is how it is. So I guess
she accepted it.
Might as well make the most of it.
Yeah, and then they started playing games together, started listening to music together, started doing things together. But
Fever.
Well,
no. You see that his name was Howard. His character name was Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
Howard. No. So. You see, like, after this montage, he starts getting a little suspicious, even though they're already goody-goody or something like that.
No. It happens when remember that she had to fix the air conditioning thing that.
Oh yeah. So what she had to do?
Yeah, she climbed in there.
She climbed in the vents. She had to get all the way to this separate room that she had to turn on and off the air thing, to keep them with fresh air. And then she sees there's another exit. She sees another exit, and then scratched onto the glass says help. And then she sees a bloody earring.
Oh, God.
And no, earlier before this, let me give this caveat, he showed a picture of his daughter, and it turns out that wasn't his daughter. She showed him, and she was like, "This is his daughter." He's like, "That's not his daughter. I went to school with that girl."
Yeah, she was missing for 2 years.
Yeah, but then she found, if you look closely at the picture, the earring that she was wearing in the picture that she found upside, she found bloody up where she was.
So that was his daughter's earring.
No, it's not.
No, that wasn't
his daughter. Random chick.
That was a random chick that he kidnapped. Yeah, he's psycho.
So basically, he's not good, but he's not completely bad.
Well, he's insane, but he's not a liar.
That's what me and some people are like, he's insane, dangerous. Not a liar, though.
Not a liar.
Not a liar.
And that's the thing. He wouldn't even tell him the full story. It's not because he was lying about it. It was because he just didn't tell him. Mm-hmm. He just kind of left that, out in the open. And then let's skip ahead a little bit because little minor things happen.
And he really treated, and you could tell that he really wanted her to be his new daughter because he gave her his daughter's clothes. Yeah. And a picture falls out of the same thing that shows his real daughter, and those are the actual clothes that she's wearing. And he wouldn't call her a woman. Like, they were playing this game of like
they were playing categories.
Yeah, and like he wouldn't call her a woman.
I love that game, categories.
He wouldn't call her a woman. He kept calling her a little girl.
And it was like she's older. She's like, she's trying to, he's giving obvious clues that she's a woman, not a girl. A woman. He's like, no, she's a little girl. And like, even though he gets it wrong, he still got, she's just a little girl. And I'm just like, what the hell?
He's trying to use her to replace his daughter, who we don't know where she is. He might have killed them.
I think, what though, because he wasn't a liar, I think that the story about her and her mother moving to Chicago.
Yeah, I think that happened. That's probably what made him have that psychotic break, is when his daughter
just left.
So
all he had, they just like done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and that's and I mean, not to say like he's insane, he's not a liar, which is why it made me think that.
And he might have a little bit of PD. Like, I always forget that. What's the post traumatic? Yeah, he might have a little bit of that because he served in
served in the Navy.
Yeah, but he served like 14 years or something.
Yeah.
So he might have a little bit of that going on. He's seen things.
He's seen things that no one else should see and all that other crap. But anyway, it really heats up. It really heats up. As soon as they find out that wasn't his daughter and that was a chick that he kidnapped, that's when they start, all right, we got to get the fuck out of here.
So, yeah, then
So anyway, she's trying to build this hazmat suit, a homemade hazmat suit, which is actually pretty cool. And actually, I actually have one of those books in my house, like the How to Survive the Apocalypse.
I mean, she builds it because she's, before, this happened, she, made clothing.
Yeah, so she knows how to make it.
Yeah, she knows how to make clothing and
whatnot. But I have to admit, the funniest thing though is when he was like, it's technically vodka, and he was like, you want a drink? It's technically vodka, like he distilled it himself. I never said it tasted good. She's like, oh god, it's like I never said it tasted good.
It's funny because there's a part of this movie where you start to think maybe he's not that bad of a guy.
I mean, maybe he's a little off. Well, I mean, here's the thing: you think he's just a little off because it's obviously the apocalypse. No one would actually.
You're like,
it's the apocalypse logic. He's just a little off, but you know what? It's just like we all know that. And then he's not just off. He's like he went off a cliff into a river, off a waterfall.
Long story short, while they're building this hazmat suit, eventually he catches wind of it. And you knew he was remember that tension scene where he was saying, I know.
That's when he was playing the game.
I know. And like it turns out he was just saying the category. Like, he thought he was,
the Santa Claus. That's what he's trying to be. Well, that's what, the chick gave off.
I know what you're doing. Like, it was such a... I like me, separate, just like, oh my god, is he going to kill him? I'm like, there's so many scenes in this movie where you're just like...
Your heart is just racing, and you're just...
Whoa.
So anyway, he eventually finds out because, he finds that there's tools missing from his private quarters because, like, in fact, like, he even said something like, all right, this is my private space, look through it, just do it, like...
Well, he said don't come in here unless I tell you to.
Yeah.
No, he figured out because of the scissors that were missing out of the drawer.
Yeah.
And he brings out, what was that liquid, some kind of acid.
It was some kind of acid that launches satellites.
Yeah,
that could corrode anything. And I mean anything, because he drops the tools inside of him. And it's kind of useless at that point because I already used them. So I was like, oh. And then he said, if you guys don't tell me what this is, I'm going to drop you guys in this acid while you guys are still alive and feel it. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
He took a 160 turn. She's like, whoa,
180.
Yeah, 180.
Took a big 180 after that.
He was like, whoa, what the fuck?
So anyway, like, Emmett confesses to protect her.
Yep, because like she was saying earlier, her brother always protected her and took the blunt of the blame, and Emmett did the exact same thing.
He did the exact same thing for her, and it turns out he took the blunt of it. He took the blunt of a bullet.
Like, you didn't know, because he's like, I'm sorry, forgive me. Emmett was like, I'm sorry, forgive me.
Listen, I'm sorry, we were scared, blah, 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 blah. And then he was just like, and then you see Howard, with a straight face, I accept your apology. He just shoots him right in the head.
Oh, God. I was like, oh, like, if you watch it, he is so funny and attachment to He's so funny and charismatic, and after a while, like, through this movie, like, you're just like, I love him, and he's cool, he's chill.
I know, but then he tells that sad story about him. He could have gotten a full ride to college if he just taken the bus and then, like, I never bought the next ticket, another next ticket, another next ticket.
Basically, he felt like he wasn't worthy enough.
No, he wasn't worthy enough.
He didn't want to deal with that pressure.
No, and you know what? I kind of understand that. But that was kind of sad. It's like, oh, man, you could have been a big time.
Never going to do anything now.
Nope. And then, see, and when you bring out the acid, like, this is after you know about the kidnapped girl, and that's what I think happened to her body.
Yeah, then
he put her in the acid, and then you'd never find it because she's now completely like dissolved. So anyway, he shoots. So anyway, he shoots him. She flips out because obviously someone just died right in front of him. So she flips out. He's trying to hold her, saying like, "You don't worry, he's a liar. He was this. Don't worry about it." And then she's like,
"Tried to threaten us."
He tried to threaten us, and then you see her, clutching his wallet and holding his ID because she actually felt attachment to him.
Yeah.
Maybe not like romantic attachment, but she felt like some kind of kinship with him now because she was like really mourning his death. Like really, I mean, like she was in the very corner he slept in. So anyway. He comes and he's clean shaved, he's all nice and shit. It's like, where the hell? What?
Yeah, it was so weird. Like he was all nicely dressed and clean shaved, and it was so weird. He's like, no one else is here anymore. It's just us. The way he keeps saying it is weird. I'm just like,
he's nuts. He's cuckoo.
Want some ice cream?
Not going well. It's not going well. It's not going well.
You just shot him, man. You want fucking eat ice cream?
That's what I would have said. It was just like you just killed someone right in front of me, and you want to give me ice cream. But then he would have flipped out again. Probably. And it was like, I killed him for us or some shit. So anyway, let's skip ahead to where when she finishes the suit, she tries to hide it at least 2 times, and then he finally finds it, and then so anyway, like I can't remember what he does. I think he like pushes her. He pushes him to the side, locks him in the room, and I thought, oh, well, that would definitely keep him out. Turns out he has keys. So he can unlock it from the inside.
And then she spilled that fucking acid on him.
Yeah, and then she dumped a shelf on him, and that was enough to stop him. And then, he was in his private quarters for something. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, then you see the Emmett's body in the dissolving in the pile in the back. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, God.
So anyway, like, he's pretty shooken up about it, and then it was like, you know what? I'm sorry, too. For this. She kicks the acid over, and he falls in it. Like, face first falls in it. It wasn't enough to dissolve him because there was just, like, a little layer of it. And then it starts a fire in it. It starts a fire in the shelter, and then she climbs through the vent. She gets to the other exit. She uses the nitrogen spray.
Oh, yeah, because he showed her that earlier, like, how he could, like,
how you could, like, freeze things.
With that, because he had that
she froze the glass.
No, she froze the lock.
She froze the lock and broke it. And then she gets out. She sees birds flying, and she's like, wait, there's no gas. And she takes it off. And then all of a sudden you hear boom, and that's the shelter exploding.
Blowing up, yeah.
And then comes...
Oh, remember when we were both like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, she sees... It looks like a helicopter far away. You're just like, helicopter.
Kidding me.
Helicopter. Then it turns, and it's oddly shaped, and you see tentacles coming out of it, and you're just
this is Cthulhu shit.
What the fuck?
This is...
I love her face, and she did the same thing.
Come on.
Like, kill him the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah.
And then there's this like alien dog thing that like just like trying to find her, and then they use the gas or the gas.
Oh yeah, it turns out there is a gas, but it's the gas being used by them.
Yeah, and then she puts on the hazmat suit, and then finally, this is what she does. Like finally, when the big chopper alien comes and gets her, and she's like, and the chopper is lifting the truck up, and you see this big maw, like rah, rah,
yeah.
maw, and then she makes a Molotov cocktail out of a Jim Beam whiskey or whatever, and then paper and cloth that she finds in the truck and throws it in the mouth of this thing and kills it. Then finally she gets in the car of the lady who was already freaking contaminated, I guess.
She killed herself.
And then it all ends, and finally. She's driving between Houston. I think it was Houston.
Yeah, it was like on the radio when she cut it on. It was like, okay, I didn't say this because I didn't want to spoil the movie, but from what the directors say, that this movie takes place 8 years after Cloverfield.
Oh,
so it is direct. So it is tied to the movie.
It takes place 8 years.
So which is why the original Cloverfield. I think these aliens are here. I think that one monster like in the original Cloverfield was like a herald or like a harbinger or something. Like he was like the guy that they send ahead of time to find planets or some shit. It's like a Silver Surfer or something. Oh, that's what I thought. Or maybe like he was like an infant or like wasn't it a baby?
Yeah, they said it was a baby.
Yeah, so it's like maybe he was like the infant and like the entire race needs this infant for something. I don't know. I had all these theories.
That's a baby. What does a full-grown adult look like?
Big. Because there's a scene where he's driving to Houston to join the resistance, and then you see thunder and lightning in the background. You see like the shadow of the ship and how big it is.
It is massive. It's like it's like half a fucking city.
It's like think of the helicarrier, but an alien. Think of that.
Might be even bigger than that.
Probably bigger than that because you don't even see it. All you see is like the thunder and lightning and the flash from the lightning shows the shadow.
Well, because she has to make a decision because she can go to Houston and what else?
Houston to join the resistance or Baton Rouge to save this family.
Oh no, Baton Rouge is safety. I think it's like a
safe zone.
Yeah, it's a safe zone. They have
so you either go to safe zone or join the resistance. And guess what? She's got pretty good combat. I mean, they were looking for anyone with combat experience, anyone with medical training.
She just took out one of the spaceships with a fucking cocktail. I mean,
so basically. There's a resistance, kind of like humans still alive. Fighting.
Oh yeah, they're still fighting.
So it's like everyone just south of the United States, like just south.
I don't know. They didn't really make that clear.
Even though, but they made it clear why she would want to go and fight in the resistance because she said it. She's tired of running away. She's been running away her life and all this.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why you kind of see that. That's why it was kind of cool to see at that crossroads. You either go to Baton Rouge, that's safety, or go to Houston to fight. And you could see her going like, oh damn, which one do I do? And then finally she just goes, fuck it, I'm gonna fight. I'm tired of running. So she backs up, goes to Houston.
But like you said, sequel bait.
That was such a sequel bait, though.
That was like your only complaint about the movie. Like
that was my only complaint. That was such a sequel bait. It was a sequel bait. It was like they're gonna make another Cloverfield.
Yeah, this one's like a full-on war.
I guess.
Oh, they're gonna have to.
I don't know because the Cloverfield movies usually have kind of been a thriller and horror sort of.
No, you can make it a war thriller.
Did they make it a war movie? I don't know if it would
you make it a
horror. Kind of vibe to it. I guess they could. But
well, you could. You could give it the unknown factor of the aliens. You could give it.
But they're known now.
Well, unknown.
What I want it to be, I want it to be directed from the same thing the first one was, just the camera, like someone is filming the.
They're probably not gonna do that.
Probably not gonna do that.
That'd be so cool, though.
I think they're gonna go back to it. They might have scenes with it. But they might like the homage to it, but I don't think they're gonna go back.
Because
that's one of the big things.
This is gonna have to be a war movie because they can't make it a thriller anymore.
It's funny because I actually like this one a little bit more than the first one.
I just love the way
a little bit, just a little bit more.
I love the way it's being shot from a video camera. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best use of the camera thing I've seen in a movie.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of movies that can do that.
Where the Statue of Liberty's head just comes flying by. That was
I remember that in the trailer going, what the hell could be big enough to chuck the fucking Statue of Liberty's head?
He's like,
halfway across the city.
You hear him, he's like, is that the freaking Statue of Liberty's head? What? Like, I just love the way it was being shot from a camera, like from a civilian. I thought that was like so cool.
Yeah.
Actually, it was, but this one isn't like that. It's kind of more
professional.
It's more normal. It's more of a
I think that takes away from the Cloverfield.
No, from this movie. No, not from this one, because just the tension and whatnot. Because you were seeing the perspectives of these, because it was so well executed that I almost forgot about the other Cloverfield movie. Like I knew about it, so I'm still kind of compared to contrasts. But you can. I did it. I'm sure they did like this so they can put the distinction. This is not Cloverfield. This is
10 Cloverfield.
This is 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is his own thing. It's still in the universe, but it has its own thing going. So I like both of them for different reasons.
So basically, the Cloverfield monster wasn't like a kaiju, like a giant movie monster. It was basically just an alien.
Yeah, the big ass alien that crash landed here.
And then all of his buddies are now here.
Currently,
so full on
invading.
So full on war now.
It turns out that crazy guy Henry was always like full on invasion. You thought he was fucking lunatic. Oh no,
He was right.
He really was an invasion.
So it's kind of like a first contact war.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Anyway, guys, so that's 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I'm giving it. I think I'm giving it a high. I'm giving it a 9.
I'm giving it a 9 too.
That
was
movie,
a good,
really
it was a good thriller. That was one of the few thrillers I watched and I say it was good because I like.
Told you. I think I'm like 4 for 4, like 5 for 5 of these suggestions. Every time I say we should go see a movie, it's been good.
Nice.
No, but anyway, no, it's just like I usually like thrillers, but in my opinion, it's so easy to screw them up. It's just because I mean, like, you can overuse the thriller aspect. Like remember the movie 2012? Completely overused.
I didn't see all of it, but I saw like maybe.
I saw the whole thing. They overused the thriller part of it. They overused it. So it's like the first part. I'd say the first hour of the movie. No, like not even the first. Like first about 45 minutes. Your heart's racing. Like, oh, what the hell's gonna happen? After that, it's just like your heart's been racing for so long, you're just tired. It's like, oh, well, whatever.
This movie, you could cut tension with a fucking knife, man. Like,
pretty much.
Tension
and
is always tension.
They did. They cut it with a knife so many times. I mean, like, I'm like when they're playing the Pictionary game. It turns out he was saying he was Santa Claus.
But you thought he was like.
So you thought that he was like going on to it, which is awesome. So anyway, I give it a 9. Sean gives it a 9. What Mark?
Well, you haven't seen it.
If I had seen this.
All right, so if you haven't seen it, but just from us describing it, how would you put it?
It sounds like a solid. It does sound like a solid 8 or 9 for me.
I mean, it definitely is. Like, it's one of the better movies I've seen this year.
Awesome.
Like, honestly,
the only issue I see with it is the fact that
I
am a big. I told you I'm a huge fan of the way it was shot.
I know. I'm about to say you're gonna say that. I can understand it. It's understandable, especially if you love that first movie the way it was shot. Then they're not gonna understand.
I just like the way it was, like, especially that scene where the army comes. It's like, what's going on? Like, you see, like, they're all just fighting. Just the entire movie shot that way. That's what really sold Cloverfield. Like the angle it was shot from.
Anyway, guys. So anyway, those are our scores. Those are our reviews. Now, thank you so much for joining us on
Come Get Movie Show.
And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of us in the future. And we will see you
on the next one.
Goodbye.